going to show you how to share like calendars, and so I find that it's very convenient to have shared calendars between like family members. That way, when one person puts an event in their calendar, it automatically pops up on their spouses or friends. Same thing with reminders.
Shopping list? How you do shopping?
You'll have to create a new reminders list, and then go from there. But whenever I looked into this this week, and with calendars, it's easy to create it and share it from your phone or iPad. But with reminders, to share, you'll have to get on the computer and go to iCloud.com to do it. I don't know why. But let me get my phone out also so I can have two reference. That's you.
You come on, Daddy. Come on. I need a cup of coffee to soak my hands and I'm so cold. Oh, thank you.
My name was Coast to Christmas.
Goodness, that's sweet. Oh my. I got a few of those. Oh, I got some of Paul when he was a teenager. Oh, look at that. This is definitely neat. Emily might like to have that. She might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here on the iPad, I'm going to show how to share calendars. So as an example, I've got my calendar, and Meredith has her calendar, and we share each other's calendars with each other. So when she adds something to hers, it automatically fills in on my calendar also. So say she is at the doctor and she schedules an appointment and adds it to her calendar, it automatically pops up on mine as well. Now on the iPad, it's easy to create calendars and share them. As you see here, you just got your,
Wait a minute, let me get on settings.
and just go to your calendar app.
Calendar here.
Yeah.
This is a lifesaver.
Wonderful. I forgot mine.
Really? Okay.
So as you can see, the calendar, you've got your day, week, month, and year at the top, and you can tap on each one to see
Keith's
See different
birthday's on
events.
here.
Mhm.
Your birthday's on here, Keith.
Oh, well, put mine on there, mine's next Thursday.
That's his.
The 10th of April? You're kidding me. Oh, we're birthday twins.
Let's go celebrate.
Yeah,
How
right
about
on the-
that?
Right on the 10th.
Yeah.
And then Alan Lawrence is the 14th.
I'm hitting a milestone now.
What? 60.
Oh, I've been there, done that. Forgot about it.
I was way back there, huh?
Yeah.
And you're typically in your month view, even on the phone. And down here, you can see calendars at the very bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
And once you tap on that, all your calendars will pop up. Normally, most of you won't have as many as I have. These are the ones I've created. You can select Edit in the upper left-hand corner. By doing that, you can select Add Calendar, and you can name it whatever you want. Say,
Where did you get it?
Calendar,
Yeah,
where it says calendar name,
Yeah.
is that it? Okay.
yeah, calendar name.
I
You
don't
can.
have a calendar name.
You've already got. You say
Oh,
Add
Add
Calendar.
Calendar.
Yep. And from here you can add, name it whatever you want. I'll just say test, or I'll say Bob's I call it iCal, it's iCal, like an iCalendar or whatever like that, or you can just name it whatever you want.
Can you just put like
You can name it whatever you
Donna's
want.
calendar?
Mhm. Yeah, you name it whatever you'd like,
Okay,
and you can select a color. I'll go with brown. And then you'll select Done in the upper right-hand corner. Now your calendar is created. Now that you created that calendar, you can select on it. And underneath Shared With, you can say Add Person. And by doing that, you can type in the person's email address you would like to share with. Now, you can only share with other iPhone and iPads.
okay.
You use their Apple ID. So,
So in other words, if I don't know who's got a Apple
yeah,
iPad,
or you can, just ask them.
Okay.
Or, like if I wanted to share this calendar with you, Donna,
all right.
I would just, ask you what your Apple ID email address is, and then I would type that in here, and then on your iPad, you'll get an alert asking you, do you want to join this calendar?
Oh, I see.
And then it's up to you.
Yeah, you said, yeah, I think I
Yeah.
heard you say
So
that.
do you go to add calendar or calendar?
Well, if you want to, see, you've already got a calendar here, so that's good.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, what about add calendar? Is that what you said, Keith?
Mhm.
Okay.
So if I just say, okay, I'll just put Donna in. Do I just don't put her name though, right?
Well, if you type in
You need her.
under 2, if you type in, say I type in Paul, you'll have to use the email address, say
Oh, okay.
Paul, which would be, I guess Dad would be Flahan at such and such.com, and then you'll select that, and then you'll select Add. By doing that,
Oh, okay.
an alert will pop up on his iPad and iPhone,
Okay.
and then he'll be the judge to
if
decide if he wants to join it or not.
Okay.
You can type in there, or you can just hit that plus right there, and it'll take you right to your contact list. And from there, you can pick and choose. And once you pick and choose, it'll automatically fill it in with their email address,
Mhm.
if you've got their email address in your contact list. So,
So is just my plain email address, that's the one that's on here?
as whatever,
I think, because that's what's on my computer at
To-
home.
to find that out, you'll go to your settings, to find your email address for your Apple ID.
Okay, wait a minute.
Does he swallow that ice like this?
Okay.
Go to your settings, and then on the left-hand side, scroll down to iCloud,
Okay.
and then at the top, you'll
Yeah,
see
there it
account,
is.
and then
Yeah.
that's what you've got
Yeah,
associated with
okay,
that account.
yeah.
So if somebody asks you what your Apple ID is, that's what it is.
I see. Well, for me, it has to be the same because I can't remember.
Took me a long time.
Yeah. Is it better not to have it be the same as, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely use the same. And once you've created that calendar, like if this is gonna be your main calendar, once you've done that, we will then go to your settings to make it your default calendar. And by doing that, you will go to Settings, Mail, Contacts, and Calendars. Now you'll go to back to settings. Yeah, contacts and calendars here. It's settings, and on the left-hand side, it's mail, contacts, and calendars. You see here,
Mail?
mail, comma, contacts, comma, calendars,
I saw it a while ago. Here it is.
up to the top. And then you'll scroll down, and pretty much all the way to the bottom. And you'll see calendars. And then you'll see at the bottom of that, default calendar. You'll select that, and you'll see my new Bob's Cow here that I just created.
Okay.
And then if I want that as my default, I would just select it.
Oh, there it is up there. Okay.
And by doing that, I'm sorry, I'm going to be hopping around back to the calendar. Now, when I hit the plus in the upper right-hand corner to create a new event in my calendar, it has my calendar, my default calendar already filled in. So I don't have to worry about changing it. But if I do want to change it to something else, say this has nothing to do with, say this event doesn't have anything to do with my default calendar, and I want to change it, all you have to do is just select it, and then you can pick and choose which calendar you want that specific event in. But by going into settings and setting your default calendar, it's going to be your what you'll normally add stuff in anyway. So by going to settings, mail, contacts, calendars, and selecting your default calendar, you pretty much don't have to mess with that anymore. And again, if you want to see, I've got my Cardinals calendar here, and I've got St. Louis Blues, and I go hit that I right next to it, the information. It'll show me who I'm sharing with, and down at the bottom of that, you can add more people to it. And to the people who have accepted your calendar, you can view and edit, and you can stop sharing if you'd like. Say, okay, this calendar's out of date, this Cardinals calendar, Cardinals are done playing this season, I'll just go ahead and delete it. And you can also, right here, toggle on and off, allow editing. So Meredith can edit this calendar if she wants on her phone. But if you don't want anybody to edit anything in your shared calendar, you'll just turn it off.
Turn that off, okay.
Now, Meredith can't edit anything in my Cardinals calendar. I don't know exactly what it looks like on their end, if you disable that on their end. I don't know if it's grayed out or what, but and there's other ways, like with my Cardinals calendar and my Blues calendar, I didn't go in to each individual day and add Cardinals. And here's St. Louis. I didn't go in there and add that. I went to MLB.com, and you can download the calendar, and it automatically populates
Yeah, I've seen that,
that
yeah.
easily.
Jeez.
No, not yet. Cheese.
Oh, yay. 3 little men.
So you kind of get do you understand how to do it?
Basics.
Basics, do you? So once you create your calendar, and calendar's at the bottom, edit and add calendar. Once you create your main calendar, you really,
But you have to populate like birthday calendar and,
well, with the birthdays, those will populate your calendar if they're in that person's contact
Okay.
list. Say, okay, I
But
don't
I
have,
mean, if you wanted to add somebody that's not,
yeah, I can say,
say I wanted your birthday on my calendar.
yeah,
What, then I'd have to just do that manually, or
you can do it manually, or
what's the other?
the other
choice?
way, okay, I don't have grandpa's birthday in here for some
Okay.
reason. So I'll go to my contacts. Well, my contacts here. So I'll go to Grandpa Keith. So here's Grandpa Keith, and I don't have his birthday in here. So I'll just hit edit in the upper right hand corner. Add birthday,
Oh, okay.
and
Happy birthday to.
I don't necessarily have his.
Donna's too.
Yeah, mine.
Happy birthday!
No, whenever we have a birthday, we're gonna have a birthday. I'll not forget that.
Mine's next Thursday.
Hi.
So fine.
So I'll hit done. So now his birthday's in there. So now when I go to my calendar, it should put it in there. Yeah, there it goes. Grandpa Keith's 60th. It adds the, yeah, it just pops up his contact information.
Okay, I see.
How do you get my calendar like that? I don't have a calendar.
Well, I'll go to,
Do you calendar here?
let me switch to my phone.
I did figure out how to change my
Okay,
wallpaper.
buddy. I'm gonna go get you.
I mean,
a
it was an
cracker.
accident, but I
I'll be
did.
right back. I'll get you a cracker.
Here's this calendar, like,
Yeah, well, whatever.
done. You'll just select,
Oh, just select, okay.
yeah, you are in the year. You are in this view. You just tap the month.
I see.
And again, calendar's down at the bottom. And also, you can hide all calendars. You can just select, tap that up there, and it uncheck marks all your calendars. I don't know why you would want to hide events in your calendar, but
Okay, and then put an event, how do you put an event on here then?
you'll hit the plus in the upper right-hand corner.
Okay.
Type in the title, whatever event it is. Test. You can add a location. You can make it an all-day event if you want, just by toggling that on.
Mhm.
If you don't
Okay,
want
now what would that, an all-day event, what do you mean?
to say, like,
Okay, I see.
birthday,
Okay,
Instead of a certain time.
okay,
Yeah.
so then it
10
would
to
just,
2.
all right.
would be an all-
and an all-day event would show up
Like Christmas or.
like
Mhm.
this. So now when I go back to my month, well, let me go back to my iPad here. All day event will show up like this. It'll be a highlighted, see I've got
Okay, I see, yes.
I got
See what you mean.
mortgage auto payment, I've got pay Ameren. That's, to me, that's a full, that
Right.
reminds me the
All
whole
day
day.
long to do that.
And it's highlighted.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't an all-day event have that little dot next to it. So that's a specific time.
Oh, for some reason I got it in the wrong day. I don't know how I did that. I didn't put the day in, I guess. Right.
Oh, I saw that. It's his nose, why?
to delete events that you currently have in there.
Got it.
On the iPad, just tap the event, let's say. why
Something
just-
that's already happened, say you want to take it off, would
Well-
that be why you would delete?
Or just say, I don't know why you would really want to delete
Okay,
anything, but if you do, say, here's a birthday party,
okay,
you'll just hit edit in the upper right-hand corner, and at the very bottom,
oh, delete.
you can delete
that,
it.
Okay.
It's at the very bottom, so it,
But, okay,
And after it's over, it goes away, right?
no, it'll still be there.
So then you might wanna do that if it's, get rid of it.
okay, that's what I was thinking.
Or you can go, and you're in the settings again, mail contacts and calendars. At the very bottom, in calendars, you can say sync
Oh, I saw that.
2 weeks back, or 1 month back, or something.
Yeah, mine says events 1 month back. I
Yeah.
don't have any events.
I sync all
Boring,
my
I'm
events,
boring.
so if I need to reference something that was a year
Oh.
back, it'll still be there.
Oh,
Now, if you only sync events 6 months back, if you go to the 7th month, it's just gonna be completely blank. Nothing will be there.
I see, okay.
And it's not hurting at all that, not taking up any extra storage space or anything like that, to have all events selected. And I think by default, it has 1 month back.
That's what mine had.
And the same thing goes in the same mail contacts and calendars. If you, think in the same. Oh, never mind. It's in the reminders. Mail contacts, calendars, and then notes and then reminders. There you'll also sync. If you want, you can sync all reminders or 2 weeks back, 1 month back, 3 or 6 months back. And if by chance, I know my dad is not a big fan of this calendar. The way it looks, it's just too all white and doesn't really look good. There's other calendars that you can download in the App Store that are good. There's one just recently released today for the iPad. It's been available for the iPhone for a while. It's called Fantastical 2. It's $10, so it's still pretty pricey. But there are other options, other calendars out there. If you're not a big fan of the all white, hard to see.
And it's a little bit hard to see, but
Yeah.
not.
I mean, you can't really see where other than the numbers, you can't really, it's
Yeah.
hard to see. There is
The
a grid.
lines, like the squares we're
Yeah.
used to
Right.
seeing.
There is, but it's really hard to
Oh,
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the TV, you can't see it at all. So that's calendars. I'll show you how to create in your reminders app. How to create new reminders. See, Meredith I shared this grocery list with Meredith. I did not put liquid starch in there. Meredith put it in her phone, and it automatically, we share this grocery list together.
Okay.
So when she adds something to the grocery list, it automatically populates in mine also.
Oh,
So it comes in handy whenever she doesn't feel like going to the grocery store and I have the energy to, but I don't know what to get. She can sit at home and put what we need, and that so automatically shows up on my phone.
okay, now.
A man that goes grocery shopping. Well, you guys, I'm
He
telling
likes
you.
food, so he likes to.
That I don't get to eat.
And I do tend to get more things than the grocery list
That's
has on
on
it.
there.
He likes to go.
Now, wait a
Wow.
minute, that was
That's
under
great.
reminders, is that what
It's a
you said?
reminders app.
A
Not in the
reminders,
not
I
in the
don't
cell.
have that then, so.
It should be, it's on there.
It is? Oh, I mean, I don't have it on,
It's on the Second row, far right. No, that's notes.
No, that's notes.
Get out of that.
There you go, little thing is.
Yeah, hit your own button.
There.
The far right, the white.
Oh, right, up
Yeah.
here, okay.
Yeah.
I see now, I even have sometime a little bit of trouble reading those.
Yeah, because you're back.
Here, I
Because I changed my,
I'll show you
I
how.
changed my face wallpaper
Well, we can.
to beach.
Here, let's go ahead and fix that then. Let's go to. You can go to your. Get out of reminders. Hit the home button.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, okay,
Go back to your settings,
yeah.
and you'll go to general. It's a little out at the top, towards the top.
Okay, right here. All right.
Go to accessibility. It's in the second group,
Accessibility.
right below text size. About
Oh, wait a minute. Text, all right,
okay,
okay,
just like
got it.
that.
Large text, mine's turned off.
Large type? or
No, I
large?
would go to increase contrast. It's below.
Got it,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, okay,
And
so
then-
that's gonna make it pop a little bit
Yes.
more.
I would select.
Okay.
Does that mean that way you can read in the sunlight better with these guys?
Not necessarily. It helps with
So mine,
like your grays will now be more
Reduce.
black.
Now you got, let's
I don't have anything
read,
on,
you know,
but
okay. I tapped increase contrast.
so now whenever I get out of that, now these are a little more. I don't like the look of it personally, but you know it's gray down here now.
Mhm. Yeah,
Also, if you want, you could make it bold. Your settings, accessibility. And you got bold text below large text.
yeah, I'm looking.
And the second
I know.
group,
Where are you, accessibility?
probably, you're in it.
Oh, I'm in it
Yeah.
already, okay. Oh, okay.
We'll go to bold
Bold
text.
text,
And you just turn that,
done.
go back up. Yep,
Bold text.
yep, turn that on. Yeah, we'll just tap it. Just, yep,
Okay.
and select continue. And it's gonna give you the Apple logo. And then all your text will be more bold,
Hmm,
easier to read.
oh,
And if it turns out you don't really like it, that way you can go ahead turn it back on and select continue.
We've had it.
And that, for some, that really helps with some of this text.
Oop, it's on. He found it.
Is it popped up yet?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more bold. What
Yeah, oh, I see, yeah, it is.
Is that a little easier to read
A
now?
little bit, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Reminders is because I think that white
Yeah, the
is
white.
going right across it.
Yeah. And if it turns out you don't like it that way, you can go back into
Well, I
accessibility.
might want to change my wallpaper too, so, you know, I do
Yeah.
like the beach because
Well, yeah.
Because it's a beach.
it's a beach.
We can
I
always
mean,
dream.
you're probably rarely in the reminders app anyway, so I
Right,
wouldn't change the wallpaper just because of that. Or just move your reminders app to somewhere else.
yeah.
Here in the iPad, for some reason, there's no way to share a reminders group with somebody for some reason. I don't know why. But you can create new ones just down in the bottom. Just say add list.
Mhm.
And here's type in your new list. Here's test. Select what color you want it to be. I'll select red and hit done. Now it's over here on the left.
Okay, I tapped add list, What'd you
Mhm.
say after that then?
Once you'll type in the list name on the right-hand side.
Oh, I have to get the keyboard.
You'll tap in, where it says new list
Yeah.
at the top, tap that.
Add
Oh.
list.
You can say, select add list again.
Okay.
And then say, I would say iCloud. Yep, and now,
Oh, okay, okay. And now what am I forgot.
it's whatever list you want to create. You don't have to. That was a disclaimer I probably should have said before. All this stuff, you don't have to do. If you're not gonna use reminders, you don't have to
Mhm.
do
It's
these,
good to
but-
know it though.
Yeah. So I've got my newly created reminders here. But for some reason, if I hit edit, there's no way to share it with somebody like you could with a calendar. I don't know why. You can delete the list at the bottom. You can select a new color, just select color, and you can make it whatever color you want. But the only way,
You got green? You got good?
I know how to share reminders is with your computer.
Add, put my grocery thing on.
Okay.
Just type in grocery info, see. Now you got my code.
With computer,
If you want to change colors.
Oh, no, I want bread. I'll play with that all
I
day.
know. And then it circles it too.
Yeah,
I guess yours does, mine.
Yeah.
It'll circle around it.
yeah, it does.
this.
It's so neat.
Now on a computer, this is the only way I know how to share a reminders list that you just created with somebody. You'll just go to your computer, go to the internet, go to iCloud.com. And you can't, if you go to iCloud.com on your iPad, it will not look like this.
Let me check on that.
So you sign in with your Apple ID and password, which I'll,
My web search turned this off.
it's their oven out there.
Okay, I'll check it.
So here in iCloud.com on your computer, I'll just go to reminders. And my new test should be in there. See, there it is. So to share, I will just select this little beacon thing here. And then now you can add a person. I don't know why they can't just add that to the iPad, but
You know, the thing that's hard for me, Paul, is to understand what all those little things mean.
Yeah.
yeah.
That, don't you think
Yeah.
that's hard?
Oh, yeah. It's like,
Because,
well, I found out last week what those little bubbles were.
yeah,
They're typing.
or that, I wouldn't, a beacon, okay,
Yeah.
well, you know, if I think about it,
Yeah.
yes.
No, you
But
see
it isn't just, it doesn't come easily
Yeah.
to me.
And
But we never used it.
No.
right. And as you can see here, this one, and this one are all grayed out, but this one's not. It's
Mhm.
because I'm sharing this one with somebody. I'll just select that, and it says there's Meredith right there.
Yeah.
So there are ways to get this on your iPad. That's with downloading different apps. You go to. Guess I'll get rid of this.
Okay, what's that on your wrist?
What? This or this?
That one.
This one? Watch.
Didn't look like a watch. I thought it was.
He probably
It's
has
an
chips
iPod.
on his back.
It's an iPod. It's, you can do some photos,
Oh, you kidding me?
Benjamin.
It's more than just a watch.
Yeah.
It's really not even a watch, it's an iPod. There's all my songs. Just
So,
plug my headphones in right there and
I was
listen
just
to my
gonna say,
songs.
so how do you hear? Okay.
Yeah, plug headphones in.
I'd have myself strangled.
I know it, yeah,
If I
yeah.
want, I can change the watch face.
You won't.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Is that new?
Neat.
No,
What
it's a few years old.
Darn.
So I get out of this. What time is it? Oh,
6:48.
10 till, 12 till.
Okay, Pat, or Paul, or whoever, when I want to get the keyboard up, what do I do to get it up?
Or you'll have to tap into, you'll just,
Where do I, just the screen,
Mhm.
any place? Because I'm going,
Yeah, just tap and then come up.
okay, and then I can type in my grocery list if I want to. Okay, all right.
And, you know, since we go to different stores, he does the New Day IGA, so he checks the ads,
Oh,
or
I see.
the coupons, whatever, for that.
Mhm.
And then we go to Sam's once or twice, not once, twice a month, but maybe once every 2 months or so.
Mhm.
And then, so you can put that, what you want to get at that
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
you can create a Sam's list. You can, and then create a different IGA
Or I would
list.
just put I would just put,
Yeah, or you can
Or,
just use
okay, when
one.
it's my
Sam's
turn to
next to
cook,
it.
I always have a
Yeah.
Schnucks list,
Yeah.
a GF, that G,
yeah, GF.
that one,
Gordon.
and
Uh-huh.
a Schnucks,
Yeah.
and a Sam, you know, I have all three,
Well, I like to get shot at Sam's because I get
It's
a big
okay.
one,
yeah.
and then I fill my container,
You're doing really well.
so I don't have to.
Mhm.
Here you go. Don't pick out the big one.
Now there are some apps out there. I've got this iSwifter app.
Thank you.
It allows, it's sort of like Safari, but it's so much slower, but it does say if I need to access iCloud.com, I'll just type in iCloud.com, and then it will, I'll gotta connect.
And did you do that, or do you go on to get your apps by going to the app store?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's other apps that are similar to this, like Puffin Browser, and some of them are free, some of them aren't. I only use that to get to iCloud.com from my iPad. That's the only reason I use it. And if you're not gonna go to iCloud.com on your iPad, I just wouldn't recommend
You didn't have it.
even having it. And I'll show you guys some shortcuts again with the keyboard, because the keyboard can do so much stuff.
You can voicemail it too, can't you?
Voice-
Voicemail it? Like I just.
Use, yeah, Siri.
Yeah, because, you know what, well, that can come into questions, I'll always get a question.
What's that?
Huh?
With Siri?
No, not with Siri necessarily, but I plugged mine in when I went to bed like Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
No, Monday night. When I got up yesterday, I could not connect to the internet at all in my house, nothing.
Hmm.
And so I fiddled with it all day long and nothing had happened, and it was draining my battery. My battery was just really going down fast. Well, I found out tonight that if I would just turn it off, like we said, I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
I don't turn my iPad off
Ever?
hardly at all.
Well, see, I didn't either. I just
I didn't
plugged it
because-
in.
I plugged mine
I
in.
plugged it in
'Cause
and
that's when-
recharged it.
That's when iCloud backs up. Whenever your iPad is connected to Wi-Fi and plugged into a wall outlet, it will back up automatically without you having to deal with it. It just
Okay,
does it automatically.
here's what I did. I did now Facebook, of course, it's
Right, right.
coming up now. But when I did that, I had a white screen, nothing on it, And up here, the little thing.
Did you have the little, next to where it said iPad, did you have these 3 little bars?
Yes.
Then you were connected to the internet.
It said it wasn't.
Well, that's a Facebook thing. Yeah.
It said, well, it said it wasn't. And when I tried 2 or 3 other things to get, see what was wrong.
If you run into that, what I recommend, okay, say let's open Facebook.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean to get you all
No,
on
no,
what you were doing.
I'm pretty much,
Yeah,
Whatever we want.
oh, okay.
yeah,
Because I was for a day and a half trying to
yeah.
fix it.
When you close, you would close Facebook like
Yeah.
you are now in the
Yeah.
home screen,
Okay.
and Facebook is still technically running in the background.
Right,
To, like start over from scratch, not from scratch, but reopen Facebook. If you reopen it, it would just still be
Okay.
thinking.
okay. When Safari, for example, I have Google Chrome.
Google Chrome.
Google Chrome, rather.
Um,
Yeah,
Get back to your home screen like this.
okay.
Are you left-handed?
No.
What do you think that should be on the right side?
Well, it's
I mean, this.
the way she has it like this with the.
Yeah, see, usually I have one like that.
I like the button on my right hand side
Me
also.
too.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah, because that's,
Oh, okay.
can she turn it that way?
I can.
And
If I take it out of here and turn it
Oh.
around, I probably could, couldn't I?
yeah, but then it'll technically be upside down.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
bother
don't.
me to do that.
You will double click your home button, double press.
It's telling me.
That's my alarm.
Oh, okay. Okay, double click it. Nothing happened.
Well,
Do your finger on that one.
it's gonna be pretty quick,
Oh, okay.
but let me slow it down for you. Okay, now double click your home button like you were before, like slow if you wanted to. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So now these are the apps that are running in the background. So if Facebook was giving you an issue, you would, like you were in Facebook, it was giving you an issue, go back to your home screen, and then double click, and then swipe up. And go back to your home screen, and then reopen Facebook, and then it should.
Okay, something else that, I mean, okay, I wish I would have written it down. I'm better at it, whatever.
Just write them down during the week.
Yeah, because that was really frustrating. I couldn't do anything. I mean, I couldn't get it. I thought, because one time I had my router and my something else were not in sync, and I couldn't get it, and I had to call Charter. I have my internet through Charter.
Yeah.
And I had to call them, and they had to resync me,
Oh, yeah. Then reboot you.
reboot me, whatever. So I thought maybe that was what was wrong, because it was definitely saying not connected to internet,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
But
that was a
anyhow.
Charter thing then, I guess. 'Cause-
Yeah, that was, but this, I don't know what was, because my PC worked,
Okay.
and my laptop, I went to everything, my laptop worked,
Mhm.
but this I couldn't get to.
Did you only try Facebook?
No, I tried several other
Use
things.
Safari, internet?
Yeah, and nothing. And when I went on Safari, what did it say?
Like they're not connected to the
It said
internet?
you're not connected to the
Yeah.
internet, right. So I don't know. But anyway, so when I got here tonight, Jennifer couldn't fix it. She didn't know, she wasn't getting anywhere with it. And so Stephen said, well, why don't you try turning it off? As a
Yeah,
last
turn it off or turn it
resort.
back on, or there's a
So,
thing called a hard reboot, is where you hold the home button down and the power button down
somebody told me about that.
for about 15 seconds or so, and then Apple logo will pop up, and then
Okay,
that's like,
and that's called a hard reboot?
it's a hard reboot. It like clears the cache and all that jazz. It's
Okay.
kind of speeds things up.
Well, I figured I did something to it. I mean, did something to it, but did something to turn it off.
Yeah.
Whatever. And maybe I did, but when I put it away and plugged it in to recharge, it was fine. And when I got up the next morning, it wasn't.
Yeah. And here's this is what I made for, this might come in handy, some basics on different things, how to,
And so, I need something on paper. I do, you know, this should have come with a manual, is
Oh,
what
I
I'm
know,
thinking.
yeah. And I'm looking-
Nothing does.
I'm
anymore.
looking in that box and shaking it,
Our
looking
systems at
for.
work don't come with a manual.
No, I'm looking
Digital
for.
x-rays,
Oh,
no manual.
go to the App Store,
Let's get off of that.
download iBooks, and then there's
Oh, yeah,
iPad
I
manuals
know.
and stuff in iBook Store.
Okay. Yeah. Then it's not a piece of paper.
Yeah. I was gonna show you guys some keyboard stuff with the iPad. Obviously, you can tap on the microphone and then speak what you want filled in. Say, this is a test, and then hit done.
I missed the first part. What you said to begin with.
Get a picture of the table.
Right there. See the microphone?
Okay.
In the upper right-hand corner,
Oh,
select that little pencil and the square.
yeah,
That's like a
See the
Okay.
so.
microphone now?
yeah.
So if you tap that, and then you can speak whatever you want, and then
And
hit
then we type it
done.
up here?
Yes.
Yay.
And if you want punctuation and stuff in it, say,
Comma.
yeah, you'll say comma, blah, 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 period. Yeah.
Wow. So, and then that can be sent as, say,
You can do it wherever the
Email?
keyboard is. Yeah, you can send it as an email,
as an email?
wherever your keyboard is, as a text message. Say,
Hi, Donna.
and you have to hit done.
Ah,
It went to it too.
Yeah.
oh, okay, all right. Now, sure, I don't know if I did that right.
I'm gonna go sit with Nathaniel.
Okay. Hi, Donna. I mean, it all depends on your internet connection.
I guess so.
Since this connection is slow, it's mine's thinking, but. You got that, you've got,
Thank you.
down here, the lower right-hand corner is the keyboard.
Yes.
If you tap that, your keyboard will go away.
Go away.
You tap back in to your
Let's go play trucks.
text field, it'll come back.
Okay.
If you,
So if I tap the microphone, then I can speak.
and then you'll have to hit done at the bottom. Well, once you do it,
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, okay. I see.
so.
All right.
Here on the keyboard, if you decide to type like this, you can split your keyboard.
It's like a regular typewriter.
You
Instead of going so close.
Oh,
split it. That way you can just type like this.
no, you can't, no, I can't.
It's easier for me to do it with that.
Yeah.
You get
Oh,
faster.
yeah, I can do this much faster
Yeah.
than that.
Or you can,
See, I don't text, that would be real awkward for
Right.
me. My phone doesn't text, so, well, it does, but I don't
Yeah,
have
you've
it
done
set up.
each, not every letter has hidden characters, but some do.
And then you push the, oh,
Say this A, you'll hold down on it, and you got other like Spanish type characters.
oh. Why would you want something like that?
Like if you're spelling El Nino or something like that, you want the little, yeah.
But that doesn't come up in my everyday conversation. just
Or
a
if you're
little.
if you're saying it is 24 degrees, and you want the degrees,
Yeah.
you'll hit hold down on the 0. There's
Oh,
the
I
degree
see.
symbol.
Okay.
There's other ones, euro, cent,
Hmm.
pound.
And if you want to change your whole keyboard though, you just tap the
The little globe, do you have a globe on there?
Let's see what I have. No, I just have a series of numbers. That one, yeah, those, yeah.
Or are you talking about changing your keyboard to say
Well-
something like this? To
No, I don't know how to do that.
emojis and stuff like that?
I've never put a smiley face on
Okay.
anything,
That's fine.
yeah.
I don't either, because I didn't know how.
I didn't. But if I want, say, those symbols
Mhm.
and numbers,
You would
then
just, so you
I
would tap
just did
that.
that, yeah.
Oh, how was it? Good. Yeah, you would,
Okay,
yeah, where it says
yeah.
period,
Right,
question mark, 1, 2, 3, that's where
right.
you'll get to those.
Now, how do you?
And then also, you can tap. After you tap the period, 1, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah,
then you
and
can
you've
tap
got like a-
another keyboard that has other stuff like a plus and just other,
Oh.
and
So
then,
basically, what if you got 3 keyboards?
pretty much. And then to quickly go back, you've got your letters and your numbers, and you can pick and choose which keyboard you want to go back to.
So that if I want to
Be
put
doggone.
in my sentence, I want to capitalize shout. How do I, instead of going F, H,
You
Back
would
to the capital.
double tap your,
okay.
and then it's in caps lock now. So now when I type, it's all,
Okay.
caps.
That's- I wanted to ask that.
I did that one time, and Steve
'Cause I
Campbell
think-
said, "Are you shouting at me or what?" I said, "I don't know."
Sometimes you
I
do
think
want
that-
to-
yeah. I said, "No, I just had pressed down on the caps and didn't
Yeah.
realize it." He said, "Quit shouting at me."
so whenever you see, when you double tap on that, it's
Okay.
gonna show up like this,
Yeah.
and it won't change back until you just single tap on it,
Okay,
so.
that's what I wanted to do.
And also, this has to do with selecting text. Say I wanted to make that J a capital J, and you hold your finger down, you'll get a little magnifying glass,
Uh-huh.
and then you can drag your finger across the screen, up and down, to get,
Instead of
Get where you want.
backspacing it. and
Yeah.
get
Oh,
to-
really?
Instead of
Yeah.
backspacing it and get to your J. Okay.
I'll be darned.
and if you want to just select text and copy it, you just just tap on the screen, and then you can say select, which will just select that one last word, or you can say select all, which selects everything. You can cut, copy, you can also define, say, select, define, and it'll bring up a dictionary to tell you
The definition
the
for job.
definition of job. Now, it'll give me a different definition of job if I make it lowercase. Since it was capital, it gave me Job,
That's what I thought it was.
yeah. Then define, now it's gonna be job, paid position. So it's got a pretty robust dictionary. And
But
also,
you have to copy and paste to do that. No?
you'll just have to select, okay, say,
So how did you even get to that? You had referrals or something? Why you?
well, I'm just in the basic notes. This happen wherever there's a keyboard and there's text, and you want to select something. Just tap on your screen again,
Okay. Well,
and
I
then
see that, but I don't
then
know.
select. Then you can say select. So it just selects
Okay,
job. If you want to select more, see these circles?
yeah,
You just
Right.
drag those to
okay,
wherever you want those to be.
okay.
And then once something's selected that you want selected, now it gives you these other options, and you can select define. You can say cut, it's cut, and then you can select again or go somewhere else, and then hit paste, and it's down here now.
I'm gonna go in and
Okay.
I'm learning, I'm learning.
Hey, I'm still learning. It's been 2 years I've had mine.
Oh, well. If I could just figure out how to get it on the internet. That was my problem this week.
I just called Paul.
Well, I'm
I
not
said,
sure who to
what's my
call.
password, Paul?
Well, listen, Dylan's living with me right now, so he's pretty good at it.
Yeah,
so
that's a help.
Yeah, I said, you're gonna have to get me back on the internet. Well, he didn't do it because he didn't have time. But anyhow. Okey dokey.
See you next week.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, well, I've enjoyed it, Paul. Thank you.
Good.
Well, I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but
Yeah, you
I can make you enjoy it.
yeah.
Let's see if this actually recorded.